Welcome to another episode of me roasting your bad lyrics like little marshmallows. Today, guys, you submitted 142 different lyrics, all of them terrible, and so it is obviously my duty to roast as many as I possibly can in this video. Let's get started on this. Lily sent in a song that is about the things that have gone wrong in the unfairness of life, but guided in descriptions of fairy tales. So what you're telling me is that you've basically rewritten the Chronicles of Narnia as a song? This is your evil stepmother, your unforgiving lover. Hopefully those are two different people. The moment that just doesn't slow, this is your average crook and all the things that he took, the you just can't seem to find. Lily, this definitely raises a couple of questions, but I will say I like that you're using the metaphor and using like this strong imagery. A lot of people just talk about things and don't ever give the audience something visual to look at through the lyrics. I think it's really cool that you're taking the extra effort to make these tangible. Keep up the good work. Still, roasted. All right, Locke sent in this song. It's a comedy song about a serial killer? Locke, what an enterprise. It doesn't matter if you're white. It don't matter if you're black. If you have a husband or if you have a wife, I'm gonna kill you either way. Well, Locke, I don't know if you've quite figured out the comedy side of things just yet. Now, seriously, I like the ambition, and I'm sure there's a lot more to this song that is a lot better than this. The world needs comedy songs about serial killers. If you can't laugh, what can you do? I will be honest, this is pretty funny. This is a punchline. I don't care who you are. I give equal opportunities to everyone to be killed by me. So it's really great to see somebody who is not a homophobic, racist serial killer and instead appreciates diversity. Avinash has a song that's about me feeling forced to be religious as I come from a religious family. Man, I probably shouldn't make jokes about this one. My belief is crumbling, walls flickering left and right. I gravitate to something that still seems undefined. The moral codes I trust in are now paralyzed, ready for a journey just to find a guide to a better me. Scarlet devotees try to feed me their battles again. Scarlet devotees try to convince me to end this. Scarlet devotees try to sway me again. Yeah, I think I'd feel bad if I made fun of this. Like, the rhyming's really good. Scarlet devotees seems like an allusion to Trench and the bishops. It's obviously something that's a topic that a lot of people can empathize with. I got it. I know I'm gonna roast you. The moral codes I trust in are now paralyzed. When was the last time you saw a code that could be described as paralyzed or not paralyzed? Codes don't have arms and legs, so they can't be paralyzed. Duh. Boom, roasted. But no, seriously, if you're gonna do a metaphor like that, you probably want it to make sense. But also seriously, this was pretty incredible. Whitney Gray, a song about drifting from God but longing to go back. Man, a very different topic from the last song. I see you there, but you still seem so far from me. I feel you there, but it's not like it used to be. I want you here, I want you to help me. I need you here, but our bond isn't what it's supposed to be. What I like about Whitney's song is that she saved a lot of money by not having to buy as many words as the normal stanza does. She repeats the word you about 50 times, the word I 15 times, the word want, the word me. No, seriously though, it feels heartfelt and powerful. If you want to send this to a larger audience, my recommendation to you would just be that you need to have more concrete imagery. Like, I can't imagine this in my head. Like, my brain keeps wanting to. As I read this, I'm like, okay, I see you there, but you still seem so far from me. Okay, what does that look like? But is it God with a beard? Is it, you know, like you're looking over a cliff? I don't know. See, so you got to make that a little bit clearer. Make it come alive. This next one comes from 21 Piglets. Where'd the pilots go? Oh, it's actually the pilots are in the lyrics. I don't know, does that seem a little bit derivative to you? Of course, if we were putting people in jail for being derivative, like half of you guys would be in jail for having 21 Pilots themed usernames, so get wrecked, me. A sailor and pilot in the military not worried just for their own safety, but the other person's safety, telling a story. I like that, that's cool. If you were a sailor and I were a pilot, okay, yeah, you get to be the pilot. Is that because you're a 21 Pilots fan? I'll bet it is. You should just suck it up and be a sailor. Would we be together, the sky and the sea? Oh, that's cool. Sky and sea, sailor and pilot. I like that. Except you got them mixed up. Sailor, pilot, sky, sea. It's the other way around. If you were a sailor and I were a pilot, we wouldn't be alone, and that scares me the most. I love how you've got this kind of concrete imagery here, and I love that connection, but it kind of feels like you wrote this whole thing as an excuse to call yourself a pilot. So moving on. Nicole says the song is about the frustration when a friend is struggling, and instead of trying to get better, it feels like they're going into self-destruction mode. Self-destruction mode? I'm very familiar with that. Happens to me every time we run out of Oreos. She's trying to make her chest feel something, but she keeps searching in all the wrong places, darkened rooms and crowded spaces. They're not gonna give her what she wants. I'm starting to think she's afraid of the light, craves for attention to hide all the lies she's been saying. She's always gonna lose this risky game she's playing. Have you ever heard of rhythm? Just asking for a friend. No, I'm kidding. It's honestly pretty good here. You kept giving me a lot of concrete images, darkened rooms, crowded spaces. She's trying to make her chest feel something. And I just imagine somebody going like this, and it's really dramatic and cool. Except it's sad, obviously, because the song is sad. At the end, it feels like it goes a little off the rails. All the lies she's been saying. She's always gonna lose this risky game she's playing. Is this like a rap, and are you trying to say that last part really fast, which kind of throws the rhythm off? But I'm starting to think she's afraid of the light, craves for attention to hide all the lies. Whoa, I love that. Let's get hype. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm too old for this. Small P XOXO. I've seen that circle with a line through it before. Where have I seen that before? Me and my friends made a mole rat cult. Mole rats will take over, you better take cover. We will ruin your dreams and eat all the whip. Okay, well, this was obviously somebody just trying to make fun of me and submitted some Nicki Minaj lyrics as a joke. So, moving on. But no, seriously, it has a lot of potential. Keep working on your craft. West has a song about giving up on the world due to current affairs. Who hasn't wanted to give up on the world due to current affairs? Hashtag relatable. You ask why I'm nihilistic while you put your lipstick. For the riots, taking pills for your diets, dying just trying to break the silence. Man. Huh. Riots, diets, dying, trying, silence. That's some pretty dope rhyming there. My only question is, where is she putting her lipstick? You put your lipstick, but you never tell us where, leaving us in suspense. It's a cliffhanger, and now I'll never know the answer. By the way, guys, if you like getting critiques of your lyrics and you want to get better, check out my Patreon, linked in the description. Seriously, if you want to take your lyric writing to the next level, every month we do a lyric writing critique. Everybody submits a song, I go through, critique them all, give them advice to get better, and it's not as funny as this, but people get their feelings hurt less often because I'm not savagely roasting them. But no, seriously, it's a really cool community with some good stuff there, and it would be well worth your time to just check it out, see what other benefits are there, and imagine how much better your lyrics could be with just a little bit of coaching. Liz has a song that is about how I miss the times when I was younger and more creative when ideas came easily. Yeah, but to be fair, like all of our ideas when we were younger were crap. Like I wrote a crappy novel, and I started to write a short story that was like Lord of the Rings based, but every Lord of the Rings race was represented by a different musical genre. Instead of the one ring, it was like a CD. It was very creative, but it was very stupid. Also, please don't tell anybody that I came up with that idea. That's just between us, please. Liz writes, I tried to write a beat, but it wasn't that great. I tried to write a song, but I think it's too late. My creativity's shackled to a wall in my brain, and musicality is all bundled up in chains. Now my flow be more like trickles, and my trickles more like steam, because everything I come up with evaporates immediately. All right. We've got something to work with here. My creativity shackled to a wall in my brain. I like that. But my flow be more like trickles and my trickles more like steam. Okay, so you're just saying your flow is steam. Why do you have to have the trickles in there in the middle? Unless trickles are something different, in which case I know what flow is in rap. But what's a trickle? At first I read that as tickle and I was very confused. Here's what I want you to think about, Liz. Remember that for evaporation to happen, there must be a level of warmth, which might mean that your lyrics are actually fire. So no more of this negative self-talk. I want you to kick your younger self in the pants, tell him to get out of here, and go and keep being creative, but, you know, with that cool older ability to say, Oh, that was bullcrap. At the same time, don't beat yourself up and have fun, okay? The reason that you had more creativity when you were younger is because you didn't care what people thought as much. Noah wrote a song about generational oppression and how younger people are expected to keep their mouths shut. Yeah, let's get Noah some avocado toast, am I right? Lol. If I'm a failure, so are you. I'm acting how you raised me to. I must keep my mouth shut or risk it all. Then I would rather speak up and fall than stand quietly against the wall. So out of ashes, I will crawl. You know, there are actually other rhymes that you could use besides all. And why is everybody always crawling out of the ashes? What is it with people and ash crawling? We've got to come up with a better thing to crawl out of. I swear. Seriously, though. Cool topic. The ashes is a little bit of a cliche. Risk it all is a little bit of a cliche. Standing quietly against the wall. Like there's a couple cliches here. So what I want you to do is ask yourself, all right, this cliche I'm thinking of, out of ashes I will crawl. What do I actually mean? Like, let's journal about that. What does that mean to you? Give me half a page of journaling, and then somewhere in that half page, you'll find a better way to say it that's more you. Nevada has a song about a time when I went to a queer youth prom and was too anxious to talk to a girl. She's a princess in a ballroom dress and leather jacket. Well, that's stylish. Satin skirt like a green carnation. That's good imagery. Taking pictures with the queen, I'm standing in the corner of desperation and isolation. Violet threads hold me back, young but not reckless enough at 15. Whoa! Nevada! This is actually really good. But there is one thing here that I must point out. You misspelled desperation, and obviously that makes this whole thing terrible. My goodness, what do they teach in schools these days? But no, apart from your very terrible spelling error, this was really good. Well, good, lots of good imagery and stuff. For our last one, we've got a song from Kendrick about writing songs, and at first I saw this, I was like, oh shoot, is this Kendrick Lamar? Goodness, he watches the channel. And I have to say that upon reading it further, I think it actually is. Oh, I'm finally in line with my collection of words. It's stacking up the pages that I write and picking all my favorites, but it's more than choosing rathers. Yeah, I'm working that brain, getting swole like a Dwayne, but only in my ripped brain. Okay, maybe not Kendrick, but still pretty good. I like the stacking up pages and the working that brain, getting swole like a Dwayne. It's maybe a little bit awkward for a mass audience, but I don't know, kind of funny. I think what you've got to do, Kendrick, is decide, all right, every 4 lines, what am I trying to accomplish? What's the story or the big idea of every 4 lines? And then tell that story in 4 lines and then clip those together into a song. Break it down into pieces. These were really good, guys. Well, wait, this is a roast. These were terrible, and man, boom roasted. So keep it up. And I'll put out a request for more of these if you guys like this video. If you do like this video and want more of these, let me know, please. And I'll put out another request. Be sure to check out Patreon. We'll set you up with some good lyric writing critique that'll make your lyric writing game swole. And thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody who submitted lyrics for this. You guys are honestly super incredible, very talented, and I hope to roast more of your lyrics in the future. Talk to you later.